The episode begins with a huge wolf standing before many people. Next, we witness a princess warmly greeting the heroes who have been summoned, accompanied by several powerful mages. One of the mages courteously evaluates the student's abilities using a magical mirror artifact. The attractive boy receives the extraordinary talent of using sacred swords, which pleasantly surprises the mage.
恐れながら勇者様のお力を鑑定させていただきたく。おお、聖剣の使い手、なんという素質。
Then, the girl with dark purple and orange hair undergoes the evaluation, and her remarkable talents are revealed to include holy magic, wind magic, thunder magic, and ice magic. Witnessing this, the mage once again becomes delighted. Finally, the princess asks 3 of the heroes to aid in saving the Kingdom of Reijseger. Behind the 3 heroes, an average-looking guy in an office suit wonders if this situation resembles the otherworldly summons he's read about. The mage notices him and asks if he's another hero. After assessing him, the mage reveals his name, Mukoda Tsuyoshi, age 27, and his online grocery skill. The other students mockingly laugh at him. Mukoda asks if he has any other skills, but the mage says online grocery is his only skill. The students talk cheerfully with the princess, and Mukoda learns he'll have an audience with the king. Later, the heroes kneel before the king, who seeks their help against the Demon King. Mukoda decides he doesn't want to be a hero and prefers a simple life. He buys new clothes, rents a room, and feels glad he didn't become a hero. Mukoda checks his status window and discovers his level and a skill called Appraisal Item Box. He also has an online grocery skill, allowing him to buy items. He plans to leave the kingdom, but learns about the Kingdom of Reijseger's impending destruction. Upon arriving in town, the stagecoach is suspended. He goes to the Adventure Guild for an escort mission to Venin. After talking to the receptionist, Mukoda meets Werner. Werner greets Mukoda and introduces himself as a C-rank adventurer. Mukoda asks if they can accept his request and offers to provide them with food. Mukoda thinks he can use his skill to buy cheaper ingredients and doesn't mind cooking. They agree to meet the next morning. In the morning, Werner introduces his team: Vincent the swordsman, Rita the scout, Raymond the mage, and Franca the charming healer. They start their journey to the Kingdom of Venin. During a break, Mukoda surprises the team by using his box skill to take out cooking utensils and a stove. Rita gets excited and thinks it's a magic stove, but Mukoda doesn't reveal much and says he got it from an acquaintance. Mukoda cooks white sandwiches and soup for the party. The food is delicious, and they enjoy it. Mukoda lies and says the bread is from his hometown. Werner hesitates to eat it as the bread is precious, but Mukoda reassures him. Rita and Vincent praise the decision to accept the mission. While traveling, Rita notices something near a tree, and 2 flying monsters appear. Werner and Vincent fight the monsters, and Franca heals Vincent's hands. Rita reports about a red boar nearby, but Werner decides not to detour for it. He asks Raymond to use his magic to drive the boar out. They defeat the boar and decide to sell its skins and horns. Mukoda offers to store the meat in his item box. After the exhausting journey, they rest, and Mukoda suggests having an early dinner. Franca adds to the conversation, saying that eating something warm like Mukoda's meal is truly satisfying. Rita mentions that thanks to the meal, she feels more alert, and Franca feels her fatigue disappear. Mukoda thinks this might be similar to the effects of supplements. Intrigued by their positive reactions, Mukoda decides to appraise them. However, when he sees the effects of his food, he spits it out in surprise. He then uses appraisal on the bowl in his hands and discovers that the food provides a temporary buff due to its otherworldly ingredients. Mukoda realizes that this could be risky and imagines the consequences of his secret being revealed. He resolves to keep his secret hidden during their eventful journey. Werner informs Mukoda that they will reach the Kingdom of Venin in 2 or 3 days. Once they cross the border, it will only take half a day to reach the city. The party arrives at a forest and decides to camp there for the night. Each member takes care of their duties, including Mukoda, who secretly cooks the red boar meat. Mukoda decides to use local ingredients more actively. He prepares the meat in steak style, makes a sauce, and lets it marinate. In the meantime, he cuts the cabbage beautifully for tonight's dinner. He fries the meat, creating an irresistible aroma that makes everyone's mouths water. Unbeknownst to them, a strange creature watches from afar. Mukoda finishes preparing dinner and everyone eagerly starts eating. Even Franca, who isn't fond of red boar meat, enjoys Mukota's fried meat dish. They also appreciate the refreshing soup and the opportunity to eat as much as they want. However, everyone suddenly becomes extremely shocked, dropping their spoons and looking terrified. Werner, with a trembling voice, asks Mukota to look behind him. Mukota turns around and is utterly shocked, forgetting to breathe. It's Fenrir, the same wolf they encountered at the beginning. Fenrir asks Mukota for more of his food, and Mukota, trembling with fear, offers him a plate of fried meat. But Fenrir quickly finishes and demands more. Mukota requests some time to prepare more, and Fenrir gives him a deep gaze, urging him to hurry. Mukota makes multiple servings of fried meat until the ravenous Fenrir is finally satisfied. Fenrir is impressed by Mukota's ability to satisfy his appetite with just a little meat. Fenrir shocks Mukota once again by suggesting that they form a familiar contract. Mukota considers refusing, but is intimidated by Fenrir's intense stare, so he reluctantly agrees. They form the contract, and after the ceremony, Fenrir lies down and tells Mukota that it's now his duty to take care of him. This confuses Mukota, and Fenrir explains that he expects 3 regular meals a day. After experiencing the deliciousness of Mukota's food, Fenrir forms a pact to become his familiar. They join heads together to seal the contract. After they finish forming the familiar contract, Fenrir asks Mukota to give him a name. Mukota names Fenrir Fel, and people fear them. Werner worries about facing obstacles at the border of the Kingdom of Venin due to Fel's destructive reputation. Fel reassures Mukota and urges them to eat. Mukota shops for food, but there isn't enough, so Fel goes to catch his own. He returns with a rock bird, and they use its claws and beak for valuable materials.
はっきり言ってただの食いしん坊か。
早く作れ。ロックバードだ。
ロックバード
Mukota grills the meat and serves it to the group. Fel demands his share, and Mukota feeds him a substantial amount. They reach the border, spot soldiers, and Werner offers to explain the situation. Mukota and the crew are surrounded by soldiers who question their contract with Fel. Mukota assures them that Fel won't harm anyone if unprovoked. Upon hearing Mukota's assurance, the captain believes that Fel has become Mukota's familiar. After a moment of thought, the captain agrees to let them in, but requests that Mukota keep Fel under control. So, what did you think of Mukota's journey so far? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.